How you going, guys? Pazzo Racing Levers. Are they worth the extra money? Let's have a chat about it, shall we? Let's go. Do you get what you pay for? And a lot of people would say straight up, well, of course. Except with some things. On my Hornet, I had cheap and cheerful levers. Adjustable levers, because my hands aren't that big, and they looked good, and they worked perfectly. So yeah, sometimes you can get away with it. Some of these knockoff levers and other products are really good value. However, my hands haven't grown any since my last bike, and this GSX S1000 only has an adjustable brake lever, and I needed that adjustable clutch lever because after a long trip my clutch hand would ache. So I bought some really nice looking, they really did look good, the quality looked fantastic, cheap and cheerful levers for the bike. And as I said, they looked fantastic, they really looked good, but when I went to put them on, they didn't fit. And in these times it took them a while to get them here. Even though they were in Australia, they took a few weeks to get to me. And I put them on, and yeah, well, I tried to put them on, and they just wouldn't work. So I went to Suzuki and said, does Suzuki make an aftermarket clutch lever for this bike? And they don't. Or an adjustable clutch lever, sorry. Does Suzuki make an adjustable clutch lever for this bike? And they don't, so your only option is aftermarket. But the Suzuki dealer said, look, if you want something that will really be guaranteed to work, then get the Pazzo Racing. So I did, and they weren't cheap. Man, they were expensive, a lot more expensive. But that's what I did, and they work beautifully. They just work. They're not a fancy looking lever in any way. You wouldn't know they were Pazzo, there's nothing written on them. But it's just so good to ride for a few hours and not have a sore clutch hand. So what do you reckon? Would you spend the extra cash for the quality product, or would you give the cheap and cheerful one a go? I had a cheap and cheerful CF Moto Leader 150. That bike was incredible, nothing ever went wrong with it. So I did okay there. I know guys who have had really expensive bikes that have failed. Look, I think it's the luck of the draw sometimes, isn't it? Like anything in life. Anyway, let me know what you think. Do you spend the extra cash, or do you keep it cheap and cheerful? Stay safe. And if you want, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.